Today is the Joint Public Safety Committee meeting. Today is December the 10th, 2024. The current time is 1:03. Our first item of business is to review and approve the minutes of November the 26th. If there are no additional or corrections to the minutes, we'll entertain a motion to approve as
Move for
written.
approval.
Second.
All in favor? Okay, that item passes. Detective Fikes, can you call up item number 1 for us, please?
Yes, Madam Chair. First item is going to be Arkadelphia Marathon, 1164 Arkadelphia Road, Birmingham, Alabama, 35204. Josephat Maley.
Is the applicant here? Not seeing anyone. So my team has alerted me that the applicant is not here.
Move to delay until next public safety meeting.
All in favor?
Aye.
That motion passes. Detective Fikes, can you call up item number 2 for us, please?
Yes, it's going to be item number 2 will be the G-Spot, 3912 Richard Arrington Boulevard, North, Birmingham, Alabama, 35203. Andrew George.
Is the applicant here? Come to the podium and state your name and address for the record, please. And this is a transfer? This is the
Preston.
first one's transfer application?
Madam Chair.
Yes, Madam Chair, it's a
I just
transfer
want to
on
let
the
them know
first
to
one.
press the gray button
Okay.
to the side to turn the mic on.
Right in front of you. Just
It's-
look straight down, the gray button. Yeah, press that button. Yes.
Right? There you go.
Hello.
Just state your name and address for the record.
My name is Andrew George. The address is 3912 Richard Arrington Jr. Boulevard North.
Okay, and you are applying for a transfer from
Yes, ma'am.
lounge retail liquor class 1. Are there any incidents at this location?
No incidents, Madam Chair.
Okay, Mr. Lowe, does the applicant meet zoning?
That's zone B2 business district, and it is meets requirements.
And Mr. Minor, are they in good standing with taxes and revenue?
Yes.
Okay, all righty. The applicant could you tell us about this business that you have?
Can you repeat that, ma'am?
Can you tell us about your business, the business that you have?
Yes, the G-Spot, I've actually been doing business in that location for almost 6 years now. And like I said, we haven't had any incidents in the 6 years I've been there. And what it was is, the business was actually under my name. So we wanted to transfer it to LLC. So they told us we had to start all over again with the process to actually get it to the LLC. So that's why we're here to, because like I said, the business has already been going on for 6 years. We're just transferring it from sole proprietor to LLC.
Okay. All right, you presented to the neighborhood. I'm assuming, so this is Richard Arrington Boulevard. Would that be the Woodline Neighborhood Association that you went to?
I don't know if it's the Woodline. I know it's the right behind, it's at Patton Park. That's
Okay.
where the meeting was held
Councilman
at.
Moore, who was the president for that area? Do you know the president for that, because it doesn't have, it just has the neighborhood, it does not have what neighborhood association. He presented on August the 26th, 2024, and 6 was in attendance and 6 supported. So I cannot see, whomever signed this, it's not legible where I can see the neighborhood president. Who? Okay.
Well, I know
Talk
the
to us-
president's name is Steve. I'm not sure his last name, but I know his name is Steve, the
So
president of the
that's-
association.
So that's East Birmingham.
Is it East Birmingham?
We got you.
Talk to us about your safety plan, for this,
Well, with the safety plan, like I stated before, like I said, we've been there 6 years without any incidents because not only do we have cameras throughout the perimeter and interior of the building, we also have a security system that's tied and directed to the Birmingham Police Department if we have any issues. And a lot of the reasons we don't have it, a lot of the reasons we don't have issues because me and my partner back there, Mr. John Way, we're actually hands-on as far as dealing with the clientele and the customers. And like I said, we haven't had any problems, so it's hard to say what will and what won't happen, but for 6 years, we haven't had not one issue at the G-Spot.
Okay, what's your hours of operation?
Normally, we open like around 10 p.m. and close by 2 a.m. That's another thing I want to stress out too, is that no matter what's going on, 2 a.m., we're gone. We don't stay open past 2 a.m.
And your day, I'm looking at your plan, so Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays are your only hours of operation? The days that you operate?
Actually, right now, it's just Wednesdays.
Wednesdays, okay. Wednesdays, okay. Any colleagues have any, committee members have questions for the applicant?
So y'all only operate on Wednesday?
Wednesday, Wednesday.
Y'all only operate on Wednesdays?
Yes, our hours, days of operation was Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. But we had to back down because we had to take care of some things as far as applying for different licenses.
Oh,
So we just doubled down a little bit.
I got you.
Okay. Councilman, will you have questions for the applicant?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Move for approval. No.
Yes.
Okay, now what you're saying is, you only gonna operate on Wednesday, that's what you was doing, and you plan on operating other days?
Yeah, I plan on operating other days.
Okay, that's what he was asking.
Okay,
Okay, I don't think we really got to understand what he was saying.
okay.
Okay, so what she was saying is, you plan to operate Wednesday through Saturday?
Monday,
Detective Langford, the mic.
You plan on operating like Wednesday through Saturday from what, 10 to 2?
10 to 2.
Okay, because that would say that you operate more than just Wednesday. At this time, y'all only operate on Wednesday, because I came and checked y'all location on a Wednesday.
Yes.
Okay, but it's gonna be other days.
Yes, it is.
Okay, all right. And then within your safety plan, you also have where you have security officers, correct?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so that's something that she wanted you to elaborate on.
We actually have licensed security guards. I have a licensed security guard. It's called Elite Protection Detail, and they send us the guards that we actually use at the club. I have a total on staff right now. Well, not on staff, on call. I have a total of 5 guards that are all licensed through Elite Protection Detail.
And they are state certified?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let's go back to your hours of operation. So Wednesdays, is it gonna be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday? Just kind of tell us what days you're gonna be open.
I'm gearing towards I'm really geared towards Monday through Thursday because I have a job and I like my weekends to myself. So I'm gearing towards the week, throughout the week, Monday through Thursday, from like 10 p.m. to 2 a.m.
So you're gonna be Monday through Thursday. On the record, you saying you open Monday,
That's what
Tuesday,
I'm-
Wednesday, Thursday?
that's what I'm shooting for, yes.
From 10 p.m. to 2 a.m.
To 2 a.m., yes.
Any more questions for the applicant?
I do, Madam Chair. So you said that's what you're shooting for, or that's what you're gonna do? Like.
That's what I'm
Monday
shooting
through
for. Prior to coming here, before I had to transfer to the LLC, I was open just 4 days out of the week. I was open Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Those are my 4 days I was open prior to me downsizing, whatever. So I'm shooting for I don't want to be open every day of the week. So I'm shooting for 4, maybe 5 at the most. Right now I'm shooting for 4 days.
So I think it would be beneficial for you to, be clear on exactly what days, because when we approve this, we want to be able to be sure of what we're approving, right? So I think it would be beneficial for both you and us for you to identify what days, what times, and be clear on that.
I understand, but in order for me to do that, I think we have to go through the second agenda on the page. And for me to clarify as far as getting more days. Because it's 2 agendas on this.
It's
That's
two
2
items.
items,
So we're
yeah.
dealing with the first item.
Yes, but they kind of tie into each other.
So you do,
So I table.
Madam
move
Chair,
the table.
Madam Chair. So are we referring to you're open Monday through Thursday on the bar side, and then the dance will be a different, that's what you're?
Yes.
Thank you. I understood you.
Madam Chair, if you don't mind, me tabling this item so that we could talk through the next one? Okay, I move the table, this item.
Okay, what, no, can we hear the two items together so we can figure out what's going on what days?
Detective Fikes, can you call up the next item? Because he has two items.
Yes, the next item, Madam Chair, will be the G-Spot, 3912 Richard Aridon Jr. Boulevard, North Birmingham, Alabama, 35203. Andrew George, new applicant for Division 2 dance permit.
Okay, so my question is there doesn't seem to be a delineation and address for the two applications, so so it's not separate suites,
No, the same building,
the same building.
yes.
Okay,
Okay, one location is upstairs, correct, Drew? And the
Yes.
the other one is downstairs?
Yes.
Okay.
okay, so my question is this, on the, what, in the whole building, what are your hours and days of operation? In the whole building? Now,
whole-
both items are on the table right
Okay,
now.
both items on the table, okay.
Yes, sir.
With both items on the table, I really only expect to open 5 days out the week, with Sunday definitely being an off day, and one other day throughout the week, but I haven't decided which day yet, as far as which actual day, whatever, but I plan on opening 5 days a week,
Okay.
from 10 PM to 2 AM.
And you've had a Division II dance license for the past 6 years as you've been operating already?
No. The Division II license is a new license. I'm
Gotcha.
trying to add it to the current license that I do have.
Okay, so, so basically in layman's terms, you're trying to turn this into a strip club?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. I don't have any other questions.
All right, Councilman Moore, you got questions, so can you for certain tell us what days you're gonna be open? Since we here in both of these items, so you said all correlate, so can you for certain tell us what days you're gonna be open?
Hold on, give me 1 second. That's my partner right there. We'll see what's happening today. Every day but Sunday? Every day but Sunday? We'll do every day but Sunday.
Okay, Councilman Moore, do you have any more
And
questions?
also, like I said, we have already got approval from the neighborhood twice. Because we had to have a neighborhood meeting twice this calendar year, and we got unanimous decision from the neighborhood.
Okay. And so they did present same day, 8/26/24, 6 in attendance, 6 support. So this is a new application, and we're gonna just go through the protocol. Any incidents at this location, Detective Fikes?
No incidents, Madam Chair.
All right, Mr. Lowe, is the applicant, meet zoning requirements?
Applicant does meet zoning, zone B2.
And Mr. Minor, are they in good standing with taxes and revenue?
They are in good standing.
Thank you, sir. Okay, anybody here to speak for this item or against this item? Seeing none?
I have a question.
Okay.
What is your hiring process for, your Class II dancers?
Well, once we actually if we get the license, whatever we do, plan on putting it out there as far as hiring, because we're gonna hire a whole new staff. Right now, we're not using the staff right now, whatever. But if we do get approved, whatever, I plan on putting it out there, whatever, as far as hiring the dancers, bartenders, bottle people. We're gonna actually put it out there on social media and have an application process where we do process of eliminations.
Okay, what are you doing to ensure that human trafficking is not taking place there?
Say that one more time?
What are you doing to ensure that human trafficking will not be taking place
Oh, for
as you
starters,
transfer to a Division II dance?
well, for starters, whatever we do check ID, we're gonna do a semi-background check, not a real, like, detailed background check, but we will be checking IDs and making sure these people are of age and who they say they are. And as far as sex trafficking, that's it. I don't know about that part right there. I'm just making sure they are who they say they are and that they are of age.
Okay. And, okay, thank you.
Any more questions?
Madam Chair, I'm gonna abstain from this vote. And, yeah.
I think, I make a motion that we move it to, full council without a recommendation, not a no recommendation, but without a recommendation.
Okay.
I second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, that item is going to be recommended to the full city council for the whole city council to determine, to offer you a license. So my staff will be in touch with you, to let you know when to come to, the public hearing.
And I just, can I make one comment
Sure,
about this
sure.
before it goes to the full council? You know, a lot of, sometimes Division II dance places can cause issues a lot of times when they're not properly licensed. So kudos to you for going through the correct process. But I think that your safety plan, and I don't know if it's just, if there's more than just this one sheet of paper that we have in the binder, but the safety plan, to me, lacks clarity that you guys have policies and procedures that will be able to handle a Division II dance permit. Because it's some bullet points that include certain things that are honestly just fire code. But that just FYI, that's my personal thoughts on reading the bullet points on this paper that's labeled safety plan. Thank you.
Thank you, Council Williams. Detective Fikes, can you call up item number 4 for us, please?
That's it, Drew.
Yes, Madam Chair. Next item will be 1225, 1157 Bankhead Highway West, Birmingham, Alabama, 35204. Tawana Page.
Okay, who's the applicant here? Come to the podium, state your name and address for the record, please.
Good afternoon, Madam Chair and
Can you pull
committee.
your mic down, ma'am?
My name is Tawana Page, 1157 Bankhead Highway West, Birmingham.
I can barely hear you. Pull the mic
Oh, I'm
down and
sorry.
speak into the mic for me.
Tawana Page, 1157 Bankhead Highway West, Birmingham 35204.
Okay, this is an application for an event center, so
Yes,
Detective
ma'am.
Fikes, is there any incidents at this location?
No incidents at this location. This is the old Carmichael's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
It's the old Carmichael's?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Lowe, does the applicant meet zoning?
Property zone B2 business district, and then it is meet zoning requirements.
Okay, Mr. Minor, is the applicant in good standing with taxes and revenue?
They are in good standing.
Okay, the applicant presented to the Thomas neighborhood on October the 1st, 8, no recommendation, the requested additional information regarding security and hours of operation. Can you tell us something about, what you're gonna be doing, at this location, Ms. Tawana?
Yes, ma'am. I'll be doing adult parties and want to host concerts and comedy shows, things like that.
So let me ask you this, what was the reason you didn't have any additional information when you presented to the neighborhood?
I was confused by what they was asking because things was going so fast. And I did have the safety plan with me, but they didn't say safety plan. So I was confused.
Okay.
But I presented it to Miss Julia through email.
Should be in there. It's gonna be behind her driver's license.
Is this it?
Any questions, committee members?
Yeah. So this safety plan is labeled fire safety plan.
Yeah, it's on down, on there. The security system and security measures. Because I was told to do a fire and safety plan. So that's why the heading says fire safety plan. I'm not sure if y'all have the updated one.
We got what you presented to, what you sent my staff.
Okay, okay, Mr. Stanley, okay.
And so the neighborhood requested you to go back to them, but you didn't go back to them?
I didn't go back, because I kept getting on the agenda here, so I didn't know I had to go back.
Okay. I'm gonna make a motion that we delay this item until you're able to go back and get the approval of the neighborhood association.
Okay, I talked with Mr. Mosley.
Do what now?
I spoke with Mr. Mosley on Friday.
Oh, okay.
Who is Mr.
He was
Mosley?
supposed to be here. He said he worked with Carol Clark.
He's not the neighborhood association. He works for Councilor Clark as a representative for her office, but the neighborhood president is a lady by the name of Julia Rodriguez.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
what Councilor Williams is saying that he's making a motion to delay this item till you can go back to the neighborhood association and present them a better safety plan with your hours of operation, because according to what they gave us is they was requesting information from you to update.
I sent it to Miss Julia.
We don't have it. Councilor Moore, do you have questions for the applicant?
Yeah, so, I would just ask that the updated safety plan have, when you would be opening up. Cause I see on your safety plan, it says operational hours, Sunday to Saturday. Hours of operation will be based off of, contractual agreements. But you also said that this would be a comedy space, things of that
it would
nature,
be-
so.
Closed Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, open Thursday, 5 to 9, Friday and Saturday, 5 to 12, and it'll be 1 o'clock for cleanup.
Where are you reading from?
Oh, y'all didn't get that?
Yeah, so that would be the safety plan that we would need, like, with that updated information in it.
Okay.
Just so that we'll be able to see it. But I second, the motion that, Council Williams made in terms of going back to the neighborhood association. That way you can get their approval and then come back before us.
Okay,
Okay?
all right, thank
All
you.
in favor?
All right.
All right. Ms. Tawana, just, listen to what my colleagues and I have stressed. Update your safety plan, get with, Officer Fikes, Sergeant Knight, and, because it has to be very robust. I mean, like it has to
Okay.
be very detailed.
Okay, I have it.
So, and I think Councilor Williams has, alluded to that you definitely need, your plan needs to be just spelled out, like your hours, like Councilor Moore said, your hours of operation.
here.
Get go back to the neighborhood, present it to them, and then, once you do that, just submit it back to the staff, and then we'll take it from there.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, y'all have a good day.
All right, you too.
Thanks.
Okay, the next item is item number 5. It is an ordinance authorizing the mayor to execute a cooperative agreement for a term of not more than 3 years, beginning January the 1st, 2025, and ending December 2027, between the Transportation Security Administration, TSA, and the City of Birmingham for its police department for the participation by the Birmingham Police Department in the TSA National Explosive Detection K-9 Team Program. The city shall provide TSA certified K-9 teams to participate in the program, and TSA will provide training and reimbursement of the city's cost. The agreement is in accordance with the provisions of Act 1969-916. The mayor is authorized to execute all documents necessary to accomplish the propose of the agreement. And I see we have Attorney Roberts. Can you come and tell the committee about this agreement?
Good morning. Lieutenant Adams is on his way, but I'm here to answer any legal questions that you might have.
Okay. All right.
This same one we've been doing. This is the same,
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
this is the same thing that we've been doing with our K-9 team and TSA? Or is it different?
Yes, it's a continuation of an agreement that's been in place.
I don't have any questions.
You got questions?
I move for approval.
Second.
All in favor? All right, that item passes.
Thank you.
Attorney Roberts. Okay, the next item is item number 6, is an ordinance to add section 2-4-172, Title II, General Government, Chapter 4, Officers and Employees, Article A, General Provisions of the General Code of the City of Birmingham, 1980, establishing paid mental health observance leave for all full-time classified employees of the Birmingham Police Department holding the position of police officer at any rank, correctional officers at any rank, or police recruit. Attorney Roberts, are you going to speak to that item?
Same thing, I can speak to any legal questions that you have on that.
Go ahead.
I guess my question is, why would we give a police recruit mental health leave?
Okay, I can only speak to the legal issues on that, but I was informed by BPD, they would not get mental health leave while they're in the academy. They would earn up to 16 hours while they're in the academy and be able to use it after they graduate.
Okay.
That's how the ordinance is written. They wouldn't earn more than 16 hours while in the academy, and it'd be available to use once they get on the streets if necessary.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
I guess my question would be, what's currently in place? Nothing? Like,
Not as far as mental health leave, there's sick leave and, of course, workers' comp leave. All those are available, but this is in addition to that. They'll be able to earn up to 12 hours of leave each year, 1 hour per month. And they'll be able to take up to 16 hours in any given month. It won't roll over into the next year beyond the end of January, so they'll have 30 days into the next year to use any unused leave. After that, it's lost.
got you. And I guess I'm just trying to get clarity if this is something that, you know, like other cities are doing or something, because, I mean, I'm not an officer, but I do know that, you know, officers need mental health leave. I'm just not sure about, like, the significance of, you know, folks going through the actual academy. Not opposed to it, just want to get an understanding on it. So I don't know if there's anybody that could kind of speak to that.
And I was informed BPD was going to be here. They had several conflicts and could not be here, so I don't have anyone to answer those questions.
Gotcha.
Can you let us know what a mental health, I guess you don't give a reason, if you're the BPD officer, you don't have to give a reason, it's just like an extra off day. Is that what it is? Like
It's
you're not going
extra off days to promote the mental health of officers on the street who are dealing with stress every day.
Okay. But they're not required to be going to any sort of like mental health, like counseling or anything like that?
No, but there is a provision in there that allows supervision to mandate up to 3 days of leave using their accumulated mental health leave if necessary. And in that instance, there would be recommendations of the medical personnel that advise the police department. And there are certain standards. It's in the ordinance as to what they have to do before they can implement those mandatory 3 days of leave.
Okay. Detective Fikes, is this something that y'all want?
Absolutely.
All
I
right.
think it's very necessary.
I'm for it. Motion to approve.
Second. All in favor? All right, that item passes. The next item is an interlock agreement. That's item number 7. It's an interlock agreement, interlocal corporation agreement for a period not to exceed 3 years between the City of Birmingham and United States Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, for the purpose of ICE reimbursing the city for costs incurred due to its city's police department. BPD providing resources to ICE Homeland Security Investigation, HSI, Joint Operations Task Force, and further authorizing the mayor and the chief of police to execute an additional documents necessary to accomplish the purpose of the agreement.
Again, this is a continuation of an agreement we already have in place. It's done annually. I think this time we're doing it for 3 years. And I can answer any legal questions. If you have factual questions, Sergeant Vanessa Jackson is with us.
Yeah, come and talk to us about this ICE agreement.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, or afternoon, I should say. So basically, we are assisted by HSI during human trafficking and/or child exploitation investigations. That's, at the bare bones, that's what it's comes down to. It's just another federal agreement or a federal MOU to assist with those types of crimes.
So this assists with human trafficking,
And child exploitation,
got you.
And not deportation.
correct.
Okay, so we just want to be clear.
Absolutely
That
no.
nobody's out here targeting,
Absolutely not.
you
No,
know,
ma'am. We
our
don't deal with
Hispanic
anything-
community.
We don't deal with anything immigration related as it comes to our portion of this MOU with what we do as Birmingham.
Got you.
It does. It will provide reimbursement to any officers that are a part of this.
Councilor Williams, you have questions?
No, I remember, helping getting this passed initially and all the protest against it. But y'all have done amazing work, in terms of, human trafficking enforcement, so keep up the good work. You will always have my support in that. So I have a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, that item passes. Old and new business,
Motion to adjourn.
second. All in favor? Aye.